Alright, so this is going to be Forever Over by Eden. The guitar is actually really simple in this. You just got to get used to the picking pattern. So for this first part, it's just going to be on the E and G strings. You're going to start off on the 5th and 6th fret. And you're just going to go... It's just back and forth like that. So that'll start on 5th and 6th, and then you're gonna go down to open on the E, first on the G, and then up to 2 on both, and then up to 10th on the E, 11 on the G, and then you're just gonna repeat that over again. And then you're going to go down to 7th on both and do the same picking. And then up to 10th and 11th. Up to 12th and 13th. And then this, you're not going to do that little ending. You're just going to... And then down to the 9th. Up to the 10th and 11th. 12th, 13th, and then down to 5th and 6th. And this is where you're going to go. You just do that a few extra times, just back and forth. And then that's where it leads in the second part. But for when you do the 12, 13, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, you're gonna add that extra bass note. That extra bass note, but you're not going to do again, sort of thing. Sorry, that's kind of a bad explanation, but I'll link like the Periscope that he does it in, and you can figure it out there. So when you get to I think he does it 4 times. Maybe 5. I don't know. Sorry. And then you're going to switch to, you're going to be playing on the E, G, and D string. And when I say these numbers, it'll be like 5th fret E, 7th fret D, 6th fret G. So I'm just going to say 5, 7, 6. But it's always going to be those 3 strings. So you're going to pluck the E and G together and then play the D string. And then that'll be for this whole thing. There's a few times where he just kind of does whatever one, but I don't know the exact pattern that he does it. But yeah, so first one is 5, 7, 6, and then slides up to 7, 9, 7. And you can either bar this or you can go like that. It doesn't really matter. I prefer to bar it. And then down to 2, 4, 2. And this is kind of where for that, I'll just do E, G, D, and then E, G, D. And then down to open on the E, and then 3 and 2. So that little bit is... And then back up to 5, 7, 6. And then up to 10, 12, 11. And then this is where and then up to 12, 14, 13. This is kind of get difficult on acoustic guitar, especially because I don't have that cut out. But, ooh. And then he does this little bit where it's 9, 11, 9. and it's kind of hard to bar it on an acoustic guitar, and then you're also going to go up, so it's easier to this one not to bar. And you're just going to do that once, and then up to 14, 16, 14. That gets difficult. And then, so I'll play that whole thing. Ooh, I forgot already. Okay. Ooh. And then it'll go 7-9-7 again, down to 5-7-6, and then down to 0-3-2. And you can do a little, just play around with it, and get a hammer on there or whatever onto the G string. But that whole thing he's gonna repeat twice. It'll be this part. Back up to this 7-9-7, and he kind of just goes back through it, and then back up to 10, 12, 11. Ooh. And then up to 12, 14, 13. And then down to 9, 11, 9. Just kind of plays whatever, and then plays the E and G 10, 11, then up to 12, 13. It's just, I don't know the exact picking pattern for it for that little bit, because it's kind of just all over the place and it's not what he normally does, but I'll include a clip on how he does it there, and that's just kind of the transition into that little higher pitched spot that he gets to.
The summer passed and we grew up, and all of our plans, they split us up, and I haven't seen your face or heard your voice in so long. So long, we had a good run, it's over now.
Alright, so this is the part where it's strumming. I'm just gonna show you the chords for it, because I don't really know the strumming pattern. It's kind of all over, and I don't really like the strumming part of the song. But so you're gonna bar on the 5th, 7th on the A and D string, and then 6th on the G. Then you're gonna go up to bar on the 9th, and then you're gonna be on the 11th of the A and D string. And then you're gonna go up 1 fret, and then add your middle finger back. Your middle finger is always gonna go on that middle note on the G string in between your, yeah. And then you're gonna slide that up 2 frets. That gets difficult. Then you're gonna go down, remove your middle finger, bar on the 2nd fret, other fingers on the 4th, and then down to this chord, which is 1st on the G string, 2nd on A and D. to 4th on the A and D, but 2nd on the G. And he'll have his middle finger or thumb up here to mute the E string, sorry. And then back down to this. Oh, I got that order messed up. But he'll go here, this, back up to 10th, down to 7th and 9th. Remove your middle finger, slide it up to, add your middle finger back on the 10th. Only hit this once on the 12th. And then this is where he goes down to this, down again, and then plays a D. And there's a little interlude there. I'm going to include a clip on how he plays it. I don't know if I said it yet. I'll include a clip on how he plays it because it's just, I don't really like doing it.
So please don't take me out. So please don't look me. Heard the words that you never said. Smoke, screaming, a cigarette. Exhale, we can never be what's in our heads. Elevation doesn't matter now, it's straight ahead. Sending shivers down my spine, life pirouettes. The school used to lose real friends. Only ever feeling in retrospect. And we're really breathing out silhouettes. Maybe in another dream that's never end.
And then to close it out, if you know how to play Love Not Wrong, it's the same picking pattern. So the picking pattern is 1 2 3 2 4 3 2 3, and that'll be on the A, D, G, and B string. So 1's gonna be the A, 4 is gonna be the B, and stuff like that. So it's gonna start as an A chord, and it'll be so A, D, G, A, B, G, B, G. It's easier to just practice doing. Just practice that and then. So if you practice, it's easier to practice 1 2 3 2. So you'll do. Get that down and then do 4 3 2 3. But you're gonna be using 4 fingers on the strings. Well, at least that's the easier way to do it. But so you're gonna start off with A chord, so it'll be 2nd on the D, G, and B. And you play that twice. You'll play each one twice. And then you go up, you'll bar the 4th fret. I guess you don't really need a bar here either. You can just have your finger on the A, and then 5th on the B, and then 6th on the G and D, and then do the same thing. And then you're going to go up a fret on the A, and then you're going to go all other 3 on the 7th. And then you'll keep your pointer finger the same. You'll just go down to the 6th on the B, and then you can keep 7th on the other 2. And so that whole thing will be played twice. So it'll be actually that whole thing will be played 3 times. My bad. That whole section will be played 3 times. But then on the 3rd time, when you come to this, the second time you play this chord to end it, you're gonna go slower. And then just play an A chord and strum. And then that's the end of the song. So that's the whole thing. I'll include the link to the Periscope and include those clips just because I'm bad at explaining. So yeah,